Don't make your dogs fat and overweight by accident. A lot of the food that we buy gives general guidelines based on the weight or age of a dog, but what they don't often take into account is the level of activity that these dogs are going through. So if you have a working breed, herding breed, something that's supposed to have a lot of activity, then you might need to feed a little bit more so they don't get underweight. But then you also do not want to overfeed your pet dog. So you can see when you take a look at this dog that there is a noticeable waistline here, that you can notice the curve, and that's a sign that a dog is an ideal weight, and that you can also see a tuck in near the waistline. I can also feel his ribs if I press up on there lightly. Now, his story is important because he had an issue before he was rescued where this right leg, you can see, is not putting that much weight on there because too much stress puts him into pain. So we have to make sure he stays the ideal weight to not put on more stress on that joint. Now, this dog over here, Static, you can see, one, you see some of his muscles, and also I can feel his ribs. There is a noticeable waistline here, and you can also see some of his muscles here. I could not overfeed him as well because we do a lot of active stuff, and I don't want to add more stress onto his joint. When you overfeed your pet, you put them at risk of heart disease, diabetes, and extra stress on joints. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing food or trying to feed your dog. Make sure you don't overfeed them and make them fat by accident.